Hey guys, what's up? So to begin, I'm taking my BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Concealer and I'm going to use this to clean up my brows as well as an eyeshadow base. Real quick, I did want to let everybody know that this tutorial is going to be focusing on eyes. I went ahead and did my foundation and my complexion off camera just so I could really focus and give you guys the most detail as possible. I will also update you guys on how I feel about this concealer as far as using it for an eye base because this is my first time using it. And then going in with my Kat Von D translucent powder, I'm just going to set my entire base. Going into the shade Sphere, which is the neon yellow, I'm going to take a tiny bit of that on my MAC 224 brush and blend it into the crease. This next color is fire. This is the color Saturn. It's really pretty. It's super pigmented. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same MAC brush and buff this into the crease, slowly adding more saturation. Now what I went ahead and did is switched over to my Morphe brush. This is almost like a dupe for the MAC 217 because it's very precise. So I'm just going to use this to add more saturation and build more intensity. We're going to take it up a notch. I'm taking the shade Parallel, which is just a matte brown. I'm going to slowly start building this into the outer corner of my eye. But you have to keep in mind, depending on the shape you're going for, I'm going for a more rounded look. You're going to do that same motion. So I start on the outer corner and then bring it in and round it into the crease. Y no la cagues, keep the same motion because if not, you're going to have the brown everywhere. So it's super important that you have a lot of control and keep the color in the right area. That's a big mistake I see as people bring it up too far. So try to use brushes that are a little bit more tapered or precise so you keep more control over the color. With whatever was left on my MAC 224, I'm just going to soften the edges and pull it out a little bit more. Alright, and for this part, honestly, pónganse las pilas because once you go into a black shade, shit gets real. I'm going to take a really small angled brush and slowly start carving out that rounded shape. Doing this first is going to help you so that way you don't go into a big brush and make a big mess everywhere. As usual, I try to keep most of the layering process clips in because it's a lot of layering, guys. It's a lot of packing and then softening and then packing again. But you guys get the idea. It's not just slapping the black on. You have to go in and diffuse it. When it came time to cleaning up the lid, I noticed my camera wasn't filming, so I had to run over there, turn it back on, and this is where I left off. Pretty much you're just going to blend this all over the lid, and when it gets close to the edges, you want to use more precision and a lighter hand. For the lid color, I went ahead and took the shade Unity from the same exact palette, and I'm just going to pat this on. The color is really pretty. It's like a taupey nude. And then using my NYC liquid liner, I'm going to create a medium thick line. I'm not doing a wing, just so that the lash band is hidden when I put on my falsies. Now, to be completely honest, I don't know what style of lashes these are. I just found these tiradas, abandonadas in my makeup room, and I threw them on. I apologize. If I find them, I'll link them below. I'm applying a kohl liner to my waterline, and I will use this to tightline as well. I'm going to use this orange shade to create like a transition. Just making sure that there's no harsh edge. I hate seeing black alone like that. I feel like it's way too intense. So I'm just going to take the orange first, put this lower on the under eye, same brown from the palette, and put it right between the orange and the black. This will really help give you a gradient, and that way it doesn't look like it just shifts from black to orange right away. The key to making this color pop is to make sure that you use your brush wet. And you guys can see how intense this is. It's so pretty. We're going to finish off the eyes by adding a little bit of this BH Cosmetics mascara. It reminds me of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Alright guys, this is the final look. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, you already know what to do. Hit that thumbs up button. And if you fuck with me like that, hit that notification button as well. That way you get notified whenever I upload. With that being said, I'll see you beauties in my next tutorial.